her book Yellow Face once compared novelists to vampires. They walk around and they eavesdrop other people's stories. They feed on the lives of their friends and families. So I'm wondering, when you're building this character of Artois and Cyrus, how much did you draw from your own friends, family, or personal experience? Did you borrow some traits from real people in your personal circle? Or did these characters emerge just from historical facts?
Is there a back exit? Okay, so I don't know if I fully agree that authors are vampires, because I get the point about, you know, picking stories and using them for your own sometimes. Vampires tend to leave their victims depleted. I think that if anything, hopefully if done well, that an author will take inspiration of someone's story and then maybe give that story life, which is the opposite. So I'm hoping I've done that with Artois. As to who I maybe like inserted little character traits, Artois was mostly historical research. I'd say, as I said before, the voice, my mother-in-law. Yeah. And I've listened to the way that she speaks, and her forcefulness is what I imagine Artois' forcefulness would sound like. As for Cyrus, mostly me, actually, because as a teenager, I don't know, you can ask my mom. She'll be here actually after this presentation too for questions. I think where I put the most of myself into the Cyrus character is, I remember being a teenager and just so confused about where I belonged. Nothing to do with how I was raised. Actually, I was raised quite well, right? I was raised quite well. It was more just like a teenager stuff. But I remembered feeling, am I lost? Am I not? Where do I belong? Where do I fit into society and with other people? And who am I as a person? All that stuff that everyone goes through. But I just remembered, you know, if I'm gonna write a teenager correctly or believably, I better insert teenagery things. And I wanted someone who was sort of a wet noodle, which I kind of was sometimes. You know, not much of a backbone. I think I've grown up a little bit, but at that time I remember like, no, I don't know this or that, or what do I stand for, or this kind of thing, which I think comes through more than enough in Cyrus's character. But I also hope that it shows that toward the end of the book, he has a bit more conviction, and he has a lot more to go. But I'm hoping that part of me also is part of it.